Smack. Welcome to Super Smack.
Welcome to Super Smack.
The rugby podcast from the fans, for the fans.
And we're the fans.
Oh boy, we're the fans.
Dear.
We're the fans of the team that rocked up to Twickenham. And they just had a lazy old loss to a good English team. They did things the right way. God, they really wound out that second half. They really put us under pressure, and we fucking crumbled.
They
like
got
a stale Anzac biscuit about 2 weeks after Anzac Day.
Like an old super wine that had been in the back of the pantry.
Yeah,
folded.
Yeah, the pack's been opened, but we haven't put it in a Tupperware container, and it's just the empty foil. We've forgotten about it.
Yeah,
and you might have even. I think what's happened there is that there might have even been a moth in the pantry, and you've now got a little weevil situation sitting in the super wine.
Yeah,
it's dusty and chewy at the same time. The consistency is all wrong. It wouldn't even have a place at the base of a lovely cheesecake or anything anymore.
No, I think Robertson is now well and truly infested with weevils. I think what's happening, he's opened the pantry and it looks like the fucking glowworm caves in there. They're hanging from the fucking shelves, and he is in trouble this week.
And the thing about weevils is that, I mean, they're not going to kill you. But you got two options.
Going with this
you've got two options, really.
Okay.
What you can do is you can take out every biscuit, give it a little dust off, throw away the packaging, make sure you get all the little critters. Yeah. And, you're risking having having that little bit of protein, extra protein that you weren't expecting. But
you're putting the same biscuits back.
But the same biscuits are eventually going back, but they're a little bit off.
Yeah.
Or you just chuck them out and you just open another pack.
And you open a brand new packet. Now, just to clarify for everybody, I'm understanding from this metaphor that Ra is talking about the players being biscuits, and we're talking about the fact that the players now are covered in weevils, and Scott's forgotten the Tupperware, and now he's responsible for the rotting weevil-infested biscuits. Does he wipe the bickies off and put them back, or does he throw them out and get a new packet? Now, that's kind of the topic of today's podcast.
I think what we've been doing this season is we've got away with wiping the weevils off and putting the bickies back.
He's been wiping weevils for a few weeks now.
We've had an infestation of weevils. We've had an infestation of weevils all year. And what we've been doing is just
a long time.
Putting those back. And I think what's happened is eventually someone's gone in there and gone, Mum, what the fuck are you doing? Come on.
These have been here for like 14 months.
I found weevils in these 3 months ago. Why are they still here?
Protein.
They won't kill you.
And then the biggest kid, the big, tall, sort of lanky kid who's just started rugby, he picks it up and he just sort of like looks at it like Scott Barrett does and just kind of goes, oh, weevils.
Well, speaking of Scott Barrett, if we're to use another biscuit metaphor here,
for fuck's sake.
What happened is
is Scott Barrett?
Someone's dropped one of the super wines on the ground. It's split in half. What Razor's basically done is put some super glue on it and chucked it back in again.
Yeah, now, which is another level of desperation, because now you've got glue inside you when you're eating that, and it's sort of eating away at you. Yes, Scott Barrett is like a bit of a broken bicky at the moment. He's not in a good way. We saw yet another press conference, well, we've been talking about these, where he sat beside Razor looking like a told-off little boy. And he sort of didn't know what to say. And it is funny, because you watch Mario Itoje in his one, and he's just so bloody eloquent, isn't he? He speaks so well. He talks not just about the game, but like what the players have been going through and what it means to them, and on a sort of a higher level. It's just really interesting. You're right. I think I'm having to lean toward your argument now of going, oh, Scooter, I don't know.
Mate. I'm going to put this on you. I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit here, G.
Okay, all right.
What's the problem? What's the biggest problem? What's the big one?
I think Scooter is definitely one, but I think he summarises that I think we've got a mental skills problem. Wouldn't you say?
Mental skills.
Wouldn't you say that's...
We're definitely throwing Scooter and Razor under the bus here, like every other All Black fan seems to have done this week. But yes, I agree with you. The mental skills, right? So what do you mean?
But isn't mental? But I'm just thinking, I don't mean mental skills is solely on Razor and Scooter's shoulders. I'm thinking that somewhere in that coaching team setup, that there is. It seems like there's a lack of hunger. That seems to be the common theme. The players are all fantastic, but there's a lack of hunger. There's a lack of that old All Black trait, which is no matter what, we will win, and even if we don't, we will fucking die trying. Right? That's what we know of the All Blacks.
We've lost all the X factor.
So we've lost all that X factor.
There's no X factor. There's none of that extra little juice.
We've had that through subsequent teams and subsequent coaches for the last 20 years, and the one common factor with all of those was a mental skills coach called Gilbert Enoka, who I'm sure we all know. I'm not saying he's the key, bring back Gilbert. What I'm saying is that the work that he did, especially after the 2007 World Cup, where we suffered one of the greatest humiliations, I would say, in All Black rugby, he picked them up off the floor, and he basically instilled this thing of never again will we reach that bottom, and that spurred us on to 2 World Cup victories. All of that. I just think somehow we need that person, don't we? Don't we need? I don't know. Is it you?
It's not me. Mate.
Is it me? Is one of us got to get in there?
It's neither of us, mate. We'd be fumbling a hell of a lot more than the rest of them.
But try and tell me that
man. I know what you mean.
Tell me that we haven't got the... I mean, we've got Will Jordan, we've got Bowden Barrett, we've got Damien McKenzie, we've got Artie Savia. We've got these fantastic players. Surely the missing ingredient is something mental that these guys are not connecting over. Who's going to bring them together? Is it Razor? It's not Scooter.
No, that's what I mean. I think that combination is just not... It's not gelling for me. And I feel like... they're not challenging each other. I feel like everyone. I could be totally wrong here, but my vibe is that everyone's just a little bit nice. It's a contact fucking sport. You beat the shit out of each other for 80 minutes. I feel like we're just being a little bit nice and we've got a big game this weekend. It's going to be really nice. We're really looking forward to it. A lot of history, a lot of all this stuff. It's not like we're going to go out there and we're going to beat the shit out of this team and we're going to be fucking clinical and we're going to fuck them up. We don't give a shit about them. We're just going to go out there and win the game at all costs.
How do we do this without character assassinating someone? Because it's very difficult, because I'm listening to you speaking and I'm going, you kind of sound like Razor.
I don't think Razor has that rhetoric, Matt. He doesn't. I feel like they're constantly fighting fucking emotion. I think we've just got to get out there and be emotional.
I feel like he is. We've talked about how the way he talks and the way he is, and he's sort of thinking on this deeper level.
Yeah. And we've said, you're right, Gareth. Yeah,
you kind of just want someone to, like we've said before, you want someone to strike absolute fear into these boys, so that for all intents and purposes, from all accounts, the All Blacks environment during the Ted Hansen Fozzie era was not, at times, was a pretty gnarly place to be. I'm not condoning, I'm not saying it was good, because I hear at times it was kind of a bit like, fucking hell. They were ruthless. If you were not up to task, you were fucking gone.
And that explains what's wrong with that?
Well, there isn't. I think we live in weird times, though, don't we? 2025, we live in a time where I think people like to challenge those forms of operating where it's very cutthroat. I'm not saying that that's what's going on. I'm talking blindly here. I have no idea what's going on. But I would say from Razor and Scott's approach, it seems like there's a little bit of that fucking do or die, or you will be here or get the fuck out attitude.
Imagine being in Graham Henry's team after the 2007 World Cup, because that change between then and 2011 was fucking huge.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was probably I would say unequivocally, it is the biggest transition in All Blacks rugby in history. That moment sunk us to the very core, and we had to come back like never before.
Do you think it is one of those situations where you have to kind of hit rock bottom before you can grow again?
Yeah, and it's funny because they only hit rock bottom in terms of World Cup. They were actually not too shabby outside, of course, those of World Cup years, the All Blacks. But when they lost in a quarter-final to an average French team, shit hit the fan. So I'm just saying, we haven't been there yet, by the way, with Razor, which is really interesting. We've sort of done it slowly. Like Razor's kind of like death by 1,000 cuts. He's kind of given us some warfarin to thin our blood, and then he stabbed us all over with a little compass so that we bleed really slowly.
But what you said to me before this podcast recording started, mate, is that he is now the most unsuccessful All Blacks coach.
Yeah, I believe that even if we beat Wales and we end on 9 out of...
Is that just for the calendar year, or is that his whole
10 out of 14 or 9
tenure?
out of 13? No. It's for the whole tenure, I think.
Right.
I think he becomes on par with Fozzie.
For which was 70%, right? And you're saying he's 69.
I think he's going to go to 69 for jointly the worst records, which is, it's not good. Like we were saying, most other teams would kill for a 70% win record, but we're not most other teams, right? And the public and the New Zealand Rugby Union, I'm sure, expect more than 70% from the All Blacks. I think, in fact, they have to, because the brand itself is built on greatness, and what is it without that? That's interesting, because all those other teams, they suit it. Look at Scotland against Argentina on the weekend, fluffing that again like in typical Scottish fashion. We don't want to become that kind of team. No one wants to be that kind of team. We want to be the great team. We want to be South Africa are now what we were. They're kind of mirroring our success just a few years later. They're unequivocally so fucking ahead of the rest of the world at the moment. It's not funny.
Yeah, and they drop the odd test match here and there.
They do, and we still beat them, just like, they still beat us in our prime every now and then as well. But something's wrong, but I'm really stuck. I reckon we should just take a big countrywide vote. We should have a referendum. I reckon it should be a nationwide referendum on whether Razor keeps his job or not, because I honestly don't really know.
I think we keep him. I think we keep him.
I would lean to I would lean toward that as well. We don't like to throw it out, throw it.
I just feel like there's got to, I know the guy's under a fucking immense amount of pressure. That job's got to have a lot of pressure, but I feel like they've just got to
Fozzie.
I think they've just got to go, just do it at all costs, mate. Just go. Like, just be hard. Be harsher. I think he's got to be harsher.
What if he thinks his tactics that he's employing are the best tactics to win the game at the moment? I mean, what if that's a complete...
But you can't. You can't. He's not... Yeah, he's lost it. He's lost the game. He's not winning anything convincingly.
We beat Ireland pretty convincingly.
Yeah, true.
We had a fantastic comeback against Scotland after they came back at us. We fluffed it against England, but we also should remember the last time we lost to England at Twickenham, I was watching it in a bar in Paris, and we lost to them. We won the World Cup the previous year.
Yeah, 2012, wasn't it?
It's really funny. We are pretty harsh with our judgment because, we were coming off a great World Cup victory, which we got to remind people we could have easily lost. We won it by 1 point.
I think then
the next year we lose to them at Twickenham. I don't know. Like, it happens. It happens.
But I think the thing that everyone might potentially is pissed off about is that no one put their hand up and had a good game in that game of rugby. No. Name one All Black that really shone as like he had a really good game.
I'd say Leicester probably gave it a good go.
Yeah, maybe. Best of the rest.
Roygaard, until he was injured, was doing some beautiful nudges. He was classic Cam until he went off. True. I tell you who cooked it is his replacement.
Oh yeah, what was going on there?
Well, I mean, again, he's done it before, mate. Last year against Ireland, he cooked it, and he, I don't know. I'm not sold on that ability. Like we're super sold on DMAC, but I'm not sold on Ratima's ability to execute.
I feel like Razor has been a little bit too reliant on a few players. And I reckon there's like potentially a little bit of burnout there. I reckon
from some of the players.
I think we've relied too heavily on Will Jordan out the back without actually giving him a rest. But for the main reason being, like, no one wants to not have him in their team, right? Because he's the best. He hasn't really been the best in the last few games, you know.
No, he hasn't.
Give him a spell. Give him a spell so he's like can have a look at shit from off the field and then come back, play himself.
Yeah,
back
he also hasn't been playing in that playmaker position very well. I wonder. He seems like he wants to just sort of catch the ball and run with it at the moment. In which case, I'd put him at 14, not 15. If he wants to do that, use his pace and let him go. But I'd maybe put someone like DMAC at 15, who's hungry and can make plays, because you can't have 15 be a non-playmaking position, right?
And then you got of course, you've got to be able to do the full shebang when you're out at fullback.
It's funny, like we're talking about
Bodie's another one. Bodie's another one.
Well, I know.
I mean, Jesus, missed a couple of kicks and then two that didn't go to like. That's just like you just can't do that.
Not my Bodie,
mate.
Not my Bodie. Not my BB.
I think it's just a matter of like
my BB boy
not having the imagination to chuck and the balls to chuck someone else in there and know that he needs a spell. Like, come on, Razor, fucking gross him. He needs to just be a little bit more cutthroat. I think.
I mean, look, if the boys are tired, fucking replace them. Like, you know, obviously keep the people. There's certain players like, I mean, was Artie tired? Artie was still. Did Artie even look a little tired? I mean, he should be tired after that year. Yeah, but
give him the fucking captain's armband and let's go. The guy fucking leads from the front. He would do anything at the helm.
There's certainly a lot of call for him to take that armband at this point, yeah. And you know what? That's the one thing that I would, if we're going to go in order of change, I'd possibly start with that. I'd lead with, okay, we're changing the captaincy. That's one thing, right? So you're changing the leadership structure. Let's see what that does. The next thing after that, you'd have to be looking at the coaching staff from that point on, wouldn't you? If something's still not working, do you give him another? You give him another year. We've got a tour of South Africa. No, Razor.
Yeah,
we've got a tour of South Africa, and we've also got this new competition, the Nations Cup.
Yeah.
Which you probably will have seen information about out there, where the Southern Hemisphere, the Rugby Championship and Six Nations teams play each other alongside Fiji and Japan. That looks really cool, but that's a lot of rugby that's going to be played.
Which means you're going to need 50 players, and you're going to need to rotate them, and you're going to need to just stop playing the same fucking players just for the sake of them being the best in their position. They're just I don't know, man.
That's a real tough one, man. I actually don't, because I'm not a coach, which you might have gathered listening to this podcast. I don't know. My instinct was that, and I know Razor once said that it's all about winning each game, right? You win the game in front of you. What if he genuinely thinks that's the team to win the game? I mean, he obviously does. Especially bringing Parker back in, for example, was interesting. Like, he brought Parker back in specifically for this England game. Was that a mistake?
But I think he's fucked around a lot with the Lucy's. Like, the Lucy's have been chopping and changing.
Well, he's a Lucy, isn't he?
Think about how many, exactly, he knows that part of the game.
He loves it. He loves it. He loves to mess with he's moving them around like a little chessboard,
I feel like he's been given a certain amount of time, and he's spent the first 4 days of the week just trying to figure out the loose forward combinations, and he's gone, oh, fuck. Oh, who's going to play in the centres? Oh, Billy will do. Quinn. Oh, should we put Leicester on the wing? Yeah. We've got to have Bodie and we've got to have Will Jordan. So, yep, that's good. Sign it off. But meanwhile, he's been umming and ahhing and he's been talking into his Weet-Bix every morning about whether it's Wallace, whether it's Parker, whether we give Dupes another go. He's got big legs.
Yeah, I mean, we got to. And he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. And
where the fuck is Ruben Love gone? He's been in that team of 36, and we've seen him. He's been on all the fucking All Black social media pages. Yeah, there is, mate. There's a place for him.
There isn't
before. There's a place for him before Bodie has a shit game. Before you drive Bodie to have a shit game.
Well, you're talking about Beauden Barrett here, and I think that's the thing. Maybe Scott needs to get up. Maybe Razor needs to get over that and go. Maybe Bodie just needs to. Well, if we were talking about punishing people after bad games, like in the traditional way, we're going to rest you, mate. You weren't quite up to task. I'm sure you'll be back, but work on this, and this.
Mate, if we apply that policy, you're not going to have a fucking team to run out.
Oh, mate, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. We know he's going to. Let's call it now. Surely he's going to start. He'll give D-Mac a run at 10 against Wales. I
disagree, mate. I disagree.
Put Ruben Love at 15.
Nah.
Do you know what?
I'm going Ruben Love at 10. We rest Bodie. Maybe put him on the bench.
They're not going to do it.
Ruben Love at 10, mate.
I think this
D-Mac at 15. And if you really want to keep Will Jordan on the field, you pop him on the wing. Bodie on the bench.
I still think they're conservative enough that they won't do that. I can't imagine Ruben Love getting a start in the 10 jersey, in that black 10 jersey. I wouldn't be surprised if Beauden Barrett actually still makes the starting team and moves to fullback or something. They do. It's funny, eh?
We've got nothing to lose, mate. We've got nothing to lose.
We have imagine losing against, not even possible. Are we saying that it's even possible to lose against Wales?
I would rather take a few punts
and lose against Wales.
No, and risk putting that game on the line than have just a mediocre.
You're going
win.
To take a punt.
Just a mediocre win against Wales. That's what that's the last thing that I want to see. A conservative win. No,
I reckon they're
Wales.
not. I reckon they're going to fuck Wales up, and we all know that.
But I want there to be a little bit of selection risk, and I want there to be I want them to actually have a plan and just to go, this is fucking what we're doing, and I don't give a shit what anyone thinks.
Sex selection.
Let's just go. Let's just, there's just no mongrel in that team. I mean, I think you've got to employ all the people that actually do have that X factor. And you know what, mate? I reckon we should probably call back someone that you've named in a few of your teams. Let's get Rex back on there. Let's see what I reckon. This might be the opportunity for him to actually go put his hand up. And I want to see Karifi on there. I want to see that. That
was the opportunity. Then they should have. I don't know. I'm not going to go on about. We don't want to turn the podcast into our coaching advice, do we? But moving Leicester out of the centres, just put Rico on the wing and leave Leicester where he bloody is. Sometimes I just go, there is no point in making the change. Just I don't know. I really don't know. I reckon we've just got to give him more time, and the All Blacks will come right. They're just in a bit of a funk, and they've got to find their way out of it somehow. And I think getting slated through the media this week, they'll know after that. I mean, that shot of Artie's leaning against the posts with his head in his hands was pretty sad to see. You know that hit them hard, this one, because they're like, fuck.
So it fucking should.
Yeah, because they missed out on the Grand Slam.
Yeah. I reckon this next game, let's take some big old risks. We've got nothing to lose, I don't think.
Oh, well, you know that for the next 10 years or 20 years, we'll always win the Bledisloe. At least that's a consolation.
Oh God! And Cody got his Cody. I mean, it's just this leadership group. This is. I want to know. I want to know what's going on with this leadership group. I want to know what the little leadership meetings on a Monday morning.
Do you?
Do you think they all get together and they have someone brings in a couple of croissants and some coffees.
They have food from whichever country they're in. They sort of have cuisine from that country.
What's the breakfast cuisine of Wales, mate?
Faggots.
You'd know. Sorry?
You know, you have the little sausages, little faggots. Do you not know what they're...
No, I don't. I've never had them. Little breakfast sausages.
They're like a little...
and what do you have them with?
Oh, just sauce. No. Leeks, I suppose.
So you have so they're sitting down to a nice wee plate of
actually
sausage.
You'd probably have a bit of Welsh rarebit, which is like
rarebit,
like a toasted sandwich basically.
Okay. So we've got a wee toasty. We've got some
little toasted sandwich.
We've got
in
some
England, it would have been Lamingtons, wouldn't it?
And a few leeks. And then they're sitting down with maybe even a lovely breakfast ale or something, or probably a coffee too. Just having a wee leadership meeting. I mean, what are they up to? Like, who's in that meeting? If you're to pick 5 players that started that last game, who are they?
Bowden Barrett.
Yeah.
Ardi Savia.
Yeah.
I'd say that non-playing players. Well, no, okay, we can't.
No,
so Geordie would usually be there.
No, I can't pick Geordie.
Cody Taylor.
Yeah, Cody.
Scott Barrett.
Yeah.
Is that 5?
Mate, this is already a yawn fest.
Damien McKenzie.
You reckon D-Mac's in the leadership group?
Yeah. He's been an All Black for nearly 10 years.
Yeah,
so or more than that. More than 10 years. So absolutely, he's in the leadership group.
Okay, so that's your core leadership group.
It'd be weird if he wasn't. Maybe he's not, but I can't think of anyone else who is. I mean, the only thing is, I stress the non-players that I know are in the group. The non-playing players are Geordie Barrett, Rico Ioane is a big one. Big.
Is he now? Is he still?
Anton Leonard-Brown will be there too.
Would be there. Yeah,
These guys have all played over 80 tests, so they're definitely there. They're there. Did you know Bodie, by the way? I looked up because I keep forgetting how many he's played. Do you know he just cracked 145?
What years old?
He's only 3 tests away from playing more than Richie McCaw.
Yeah, right.
So I think people need to put in perspective 2 things here. A, it says that he probably should retire because the guy is a back. He is a first 5, and he's played almost as many tests as Richie McCaw. And number 2, that he should be applauded that he is still playing and starting in the 10 jersey after 145 matches. I mean, that is...
I guess that's what I was saying before,
that is literally unheard of in the world rugby.
You can't have someone in that position at that stage of their career playing every minute almost of this test season.
Yeah.
Apart from the French series, right? But since then, he started at 10 in every game, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, yes, he has. I don't think D-Mac has because obviously, for whatever reason, Razor's going to go with that. But I just think we want to remember that. I think it's the blessing and the curse. Like, they clearly trust him so implicitly because of that experience, but yet some of the things that maybe he's lacking a little bit of the freshness because he's old now.
Yeah, because he's playing all those fucking tests. Give the guy a break. Like, don't be so... I think it's a little bit lazy just to keep picking him, Like, actually, form a game plan that supports him, doesn't just rely on him,
Like, I don't know, man. I mean, because are all the coaches in the world bonkers? Because Andy Farrell did the same with Ireland. He was playing Johnny Sexton until Johnny Sexton basically had no legs left and just fell over. Like, he was... And Johnny had a very similar style that I've noticed what Bowden does, is that he's not running the ball much anymore. He's distributing, he's kicking a lot.
He still hits the line a bit.
He played much the same way Sexton did at the end, and they believed in. I think it's interesting because it's more symbolic than anything. Like you're playing one of the best 10s ever to wear the jersey worldwide, and obviously they think that that's still like. But is he the best person to go up against Finn Russell, Sasha Feinberg, Mungazulu? Like which? Like, is he? Or do we need someone else? I don't know.
Is he dead?
I feel sad now. I'm
you
actually
feel
getting
sad?
a bit emotional.
Well, it's just
been a long time for poor Bodie, and we know that maybe now it's coming to an end.
So maybe we don't need to pick him in every single game. Like, pick your moments. Do what they do with Kane Williamson,
Yeah.
The guy's just, he plays whatever games he wants now. He just calls up the coach and goes, yeah, I might have a crack this time. I might have a crack this weekend.
Yeah.
That little test series next April. I'm gonna come and play that.
So Bodie rings up and goes, "Hey, Scott Razor, I just had a fight with Hannah. I got to get out of the house, man. Like the kids are really grating on me.
Right.
Can I come play on the weekend? Have you got a space for me?
Yeah.
I'll play on the wing.
After 140 odd tests, then yeah, sure. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been keeping up your run. You've been running out to the letterbox, haven't you? You've been running down to Wild Bean Cafe for your morning soy flat white, haven't you?
Who, me or Bodie?
Bodie.
Oh, well, mate, he would not go to Wild Bean. He would be seen down at Mother or Honey Bones or Dear Jervois at a push.
Dear Jervois at a push. Change hands 7 times.
Yeah, he's not. Oh, really?
No, you'd be at Bo, mate. He'd be up at Bo.
We all know who's running it now, don't we?
He'd be up at Bo.
He'll be up at Bo. He'll be up at Bo getting a lovely platter.
No,
a
Bo,
lovely
the cafe.
venison.
The cafe side, not the restaurant side, not the wine bar side.
The restaurant side. I love getting myself a lovely platter of Brasola or copper. Full of nitrates, probably terrible for me.
You're just having a little bit of metal.
No, copper, like it's cured pork, cured Scotch fillet, or pork Scotch fillet. What?
It must be nice.
What do you mean? You know I eat a lot of cured meat. You had me up about this last week when I was going on at you for eating Pringles. Mate,
look after yourself.
It doesn't matter anymore. I've got nothing to lose.
Now that we've lost against England, and
England, I'm like, fucking.
Who are you going to be supporting next week?
I know. I probably should go for Wales, shouldn't I?
Why?
No, of course I always go for the All Blacks.
But put your Welsh jersey on.
You want me to put my Welsh jersey on?
I want you to put your Welsh jersey on for next week.
Oh, for next week? Yeah, definitely.
For the game when you're watching the game.
Oh yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Well, I got a lovely new one from Bumfer, a new old one from Bumfer. So I always get filled with pride because I can sing both national anthems. So I always get in there and have a little sing, and it brings a tear to the eye.
Yeah,
brings a tear to the eye. It's a great occasion, actually, isn't it? At that stadium, they'll love it. The All Blacks don't go there all that often. It's going to be good, but Wales will get thrashed.
All right, this is my team.
Okay.
Tamaiti.
Yep.
Tokiaho.
Yep.
De Groot.
Yep.
Scott Barrett, non-captain.
Okay.
Fabian Holland over his illness.
He is, right? Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to go Dupes, Satiti, Artie Savia. Is Cam Roy? Yeah. Cam Roygaard going to be fit?
Yeah, I don't know.
Cam, Ruben Love,
let's just say yes.
Quinn Tupaia, Billy Proctor. I'm going Jordan on one wing, Rico Ioane on the other wing, and I'm going D-Mac at 15. What do you think?
I don't agree. I see what you're doing, but I would make some caveats. So I'd go Tamaiti. I'd go Cody Taylor.
Even though he got his hand caught in the cookie jar.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Last week.
I'd go Tossi. I'd go Barrett and Holland. I'd go Savia, Satiti.
You're going to go Lakai, aren't you? Come on, mate. Don't be boring.
Lakai. Savia, Satiti at 6. Lakai at 8. Roygaard, McKenzie.
So you want to start McKenzie at 10?
Oh, I think they actually might start Bowden again, to be honest, mate.
Okay.
But let's just say we have to make one change. McKenzie, Tupaia, Lester Fainganuku, Rico on one wing, Jordan on the other, and then Love at fullback.
Okay.
Yeah. Put Love at fullback. I like Love at fullback. He's played a lot. He's played as much. Yeah, he's like D-Mac, essentially. Who does that mean that you bring off the bench, though? Albie's still on the bench?
Yeah, Albie.
Ratama still on the bench. And then
I've got Bodie on the bench.
Oh, then Bodie. I've forgotten. Bodie's on the bench. No, you've
got Bodie starting, don't you?
No, I put McKenzie at 10.
Yeah.
Or Maybe Bowden does start, and the change they make is putting Love at fullback and moving Jordan to the wing.
And I put Preston on the bench too.
Preston?
Yeah.
Over Ratama?
Yeah.
Oh, mate. I forget
maybe even
there.
Maybe even a Xavier Rowe.
No. Mate, Wales, see, it's also a respect thing. Don't disrespect Wales too much. That, be sensible.
It's not about Wales.
Mate,
it's about us. It's about getting some pride back in the jersey.
It's the last game of the season too. They don't need to rest people now. They should have rested them ages ago. It's like they're playing their one last hurrah at one of the great stadiums in the world. Yeah, I still wouldn't be surprised if they put Bowden at 10.
It'd be a damn shame if Ruben Love doesn't get a run. After all this time.
The one thing I do agree with is that I agree it would be a shame. So I'd probably, maybe you do put D-Mac at fullback to start, and if Bowden's at 10, and then give Love a run off the bench for a decent amount of time. Or the other way around, start Love at fullback and bring D-Mac on, because D-Mac's played. D-Mac doesn't need more minutes. He's had a decent amount of minutes. So, yeah, that's good. I don't think he's going to make huge changes, though, is he? Because he's not that kind of guy, Robertson. He's not going to listen to this podcast and go, oh, God, yeah, you were right.
In summary, I think the All Blacks have just been caught with their pants down, being a little bit nice. They've lost their edge. They've lost their mongrel. Yeah. They've got the players. They've got the skills. They've got the people there. They just need to be a little bit angrier, a little bit more fucking barred up.
A little bit barred up. They need to basically get their morning wood back.
Yeah, I think so. They need a strong morning wood. They need they probably need to take some sort of legal performance enhancing.
Don't encourage just a
little. I don't know, quarter of a Viagra. Quarter of a Viagra each, just to really get the feeling,
it works wonders.
You're revealing a little bit too much, mate.
I'll tell you, mate, who might have had a Viagra before the game, Henry Pollock.
Oh yeah, the way he was sexually licking his lips during the haka.
He was licking his lips, right? And it was, to me, I don't know if it's to anyone else listening, but it looked quite sexual to me.
Well, mate, sexual or not, it's that kind of behaviour that I feel like the All Blacks are missing.
Exactly. He was literally licking his lips to have a go at us.
Even if it
was sexual when he wanted to hopawadi a couple of the guys, whatever. At least he's got an ambition.
I don't think it's a hopawadi thing. I think he's that classic.
Front bum.
I think he's that classic private schoolboy. That just gets a bit carried away. You know.
Oh.
No, I don't. Oh. I mean, there might be some sort of, sexualized stuff there, maybe some kinky shit in there as well.
And that's absolutely fine.
It's like he'd be the guy that would down trail you, Yeah. He'd be the guy that would poke and laugh. Yeah. Like he would literally, but not just not just the overgarment. He want to get the undies as well. So
he wants to see your
you've
genitals.
got full dick out, and he just points and laughs, and everyone thinks it's a hell of a joke. He laughs a little bit too hard, where it gets a little bit psychotic.
It's either that, or I think he's the kid that gets his own willy out. And I reckon he wants the female teacher to see, like he's like, miss, and he's got an unusually large wang for his age.
You think he's the guy that's at a bar and he just has his cock out and just waits for someone to look at it, and then thinks it's a hell of a joke.
Since he was a kid, he's just flopped it out and he's got no qualms with having it on display.
Do you think he can wrap it around his wrist and go, "Hey mate, what's the time?" And then when someone looks at it,
he's not puppetry.
You don't think he's puppetry of the penis?
No, but he'd actually
do a bit of that,
well.
don't you? Don't you do a little? Don't you have a couple of tricks up your sleeve with the?
I used to do Andrea Bocelli, where I'd make it sing.
What, with the urethra?
Yeah. Nessun dorma.
So that's the kind of shit I think Henry Pollock's
basically, that's why I recognise these traits in Henry.
But yeah,
he's a willy flopper.
I don't think there's no one in that All Blacks team, I think, that had as much passion or belief or kind of mongrel in their game or their attitude to this game that Pollock had,
And Pollock's a spoilt little schoolboy by all accounts, and that's brilliant because you know what? He's got a great sense of entitlement, and he thinks he deserves to win everything. And good on him because it's really working for him at the moment.
But you know who we were talking about like this early on in the Super Rugby season this year?
Yeah.
Ruben Love, mate.
Yes.
Remember, we had a conversation about how we thought he was a little bit too cocky, and that maybe us as rugby fans in New Zealand were sort of tall poppying him a little bit, and we haven't given him any opportunity to have. And
you know what? The world is tall poppying Pollock at the moment too. I'm as much as we're talking about him now, we love that he's getting in there.
I'm saying that's what we need. I think that's what we need in our team.
You're right, mate. We do need a little bit. And hopefully if they start Ruben Love, put him in the playing team, he can stand on the other side of the field and lick his lips as well at the Welsh, at whoever's standing opposite him. At Louis Rees-Zammit or something.
I think about our lip lickers in All Blacks history, and you're naming names like Dane Coles. Rico is one of those people. Tupou Vai, he's definitely that person that gets under people's skin.
Who the fuck was Rico to get under people's skin? Why weren't we getting under their skin? Come on, guys.
Because we're a bit nice, and I think we've been known for this trait in a few sports in New Zealand. Yeah, I remember the Australian cricket team talking about how we were never going to beat them because we're just too nice. We're the nicest guys in sport.
And the All Blacks didn't used to be like that. I think in the last few years, we've lost our Dane Coles. We've lost our mongrel. We've lost coming up to a guy and rubbing on his head for no reason just because he knocked the ball on. Let's get under their skin. Let's lift their jerseys up, exposing their flabby bellies, put it over their heads so they can't see, and push them toward the sideline, make them fall over.
Mate, this isn't Club Marist rugby in small town New Zealand. They're not flabby. Well they're all ripped to shit. They're professional athletes.
I don't know. Some of those front rowers they've got flab on them to give them some weight, They're not ripped to shit. But no, seriously, do something like get under their skin, literally. Maybe take a little toothpick.
Atoje's good at it too.
Atoje's great, but then he's the most perfect English gentleman off the field, and that's great because we can do that too. You can be a cunt on the field and be a great guy off it. Yeah, that's actually what. Is that not what's required to be successful in sport?
Especially in this game, because it's a contact sport. You got to beat the shit out of each other.
You have to be ruthless and then go, nah, just joking, mate. Come and have a Steiny Pure.
Come and have a Steiny Classic.
Steiny Pure. We're pouring 48 of them into the Bledisloe right now.
Yeah. But I feel like, and then you see social media pictures of them having a hell of a laugh in the sheds afterwards. I'm like, the fuck. Yeah. People wanting to swap. Why you want to swap jerseys in that game?
You should almost not want to swap jerseys because the guy was such a dick to you. Oh, fuck, he was such a dick to me on the field, and now he wants to swap jerseys.
Or they want to swap because it's like they want to spin the yarn. They want to spin. Oh, yes. This game was fucking Atoje was such an asshole to me on the field. This is Henry Pollock's jersey from that win at Twickenham when he was licking his lips.
So we've just lost our edge a bit. I think if we were to summarise this episode right now, we've lost our edge, and we desperately need to get it back, so that we can at least feel like, even if we do lose, we kind of gave it our... Yeah.
And you know what? I mean, there's one way to keep your edge, and that's just no sex. No sex before the World Cup. So that's 2027. I think you got a good year and a half there of celibacy, and just really build up the seed so that it's it's almost like you're having to tape it down so that it doesn't pop out.
Yeah, and that's going for all top tier level players, that there'll be no sex into the World Cup.
So no sex at professional level, so nothing in the NPC?
That's professional level and super. And then at the NPC, you're allowed sex once every 6 months. And then in Heartland, you're allowed it twice every 3 months.
once a quarter.
And then in club, you can just go hell for leather. And that's the benefit of being still at that level. But so it goes no sex bi-yearly, or This is just so stupid. The NZRU, we find out that they've been employing sex rules with the players.
They've got chastity belts. Imagine if like the new, you get your All Black jersey, but also you get a wee belt to put on that you get padlocked, and Razor holds the keys.
One of the Welsh players just tackles Tamati Williams, bonk. It was fucking solid steel. Oh, yeah, sorry, that'll be this. I haven't had sex in 2 years. That's why I'm performing really well. All right. On that note,
too much sex.
On that clanger, too much sex, not enough edge. In fact, more edging would be good, so that you can come real big when it matters.
But end of the day, this weekend we've got nothing to lose. We've lost the Grand Slam. I'd be disappointed if we don't have a few big changes and some opportunities given to people that have been waiting in the wings and probably should have been, having a little crack here and there.
It'll be interesting, but they'll also want to seriously smash Wales, so I think he'll be a little bit cautious about the changes they make, but that's just my prediction.
You don't smash Wales by missing kicks, missing touch.
No, you don't, but those players won't do it twice in a row. They don't. Well, anyway. All right. Thanks for listening as always. Enjoy the last game of the Northern Tour this weekend at Principality
Stadium. We still love
you,
All Blacks.
Oh, we love you. In fact, we're kind of ultimately defending you pretty well here, because you are not... Some people, like on Sport Nation and things, Jesus Christ, they are giving
they're getting rinsed.
They are giving them arseholes. So
I've stayed away from the pundits, to be honest, this week.
Yeah, we still believe in you.
What are some of the highlights? Like, who said what?
Oh, mate, they're just slating them. They just say that everybody's got to go, that it's rotten from the core. I just think there's something a little bit off, but anyway. Let's not get into it now, because we've been here for it. Yeah, it's the Weevils. All right, lesser of two Weevils. Scott Robertson's the lesser of two Weevils. We'll see you next week.
Hooroo.
We love you.
We love you. Oh, super smack. Last episode next week, by the way.
Oh, yeah, tune in. Last episode of the year. So I forgot to say that. That's us for 2025 next week. Sorry, guys. Pathetic.
Hooroo. Bye. See ya.
Kakite.